hotels in Erie County will see an increase in guests, but visitors will also see additional charges on their bills. In this News 5 original, Kevin Barry explains how a change in the bed tax could affect the bottom line of some smaller businesses.
The doors in the old Vermilion jailhouse don't lock anymore, but Marco's Paradisus got locked into running one of the most unique bed and breakfasts in Ohio in a way he doesn't like. A change to how much tax is collected on short-term rental properties has already made the price too steep for two of Marcos's potential customers.
And when I told them the price, sorry, they didn't want to pay it.
Bed taxes have been around for a while in places like Erie County, where tourism is a $2 billion a year industry. But this year, cities like Vermilion are following a move the county made last year by changing who has to pay the tax. Vermilion's 3% bed tax will now be collected on top of Erie County's 4% tax. Erie County Commissioner Matt Old says visitors are staying in more Airbnbs.
So we're seeing more people move away from hotels and going to that type of stay when they're here.
One of the biggest changes is applying those bed taxes to all short-term rental properties instead of just the ones that have 5 or more beds. That means places like the old Vermilion jailhouse are subject to a tax they never had to pay before.
So now my thinking is I'm going to have to eliminate some of my perks.
That's so Marcos can keep the cost down to the customer.
It's not a big conglomerate hotel. This is a small business.
But Mayor Jim Forthover says the summer season means wear and tear from tourists no matter where they stay.
They all drive on our roads, they all drink our water, they all do the same things all the residents do. So the additional tax helps to cover some of those things.
The county's share of the bed tax funds tourism projects. Half of the more than $5.5 million goes to the Tourist Information Center, Lake Erie Shores and Islands. The other half will fund 2 new sports complexes, both run by Cedar Fair, who owns the Cedar Point amusement park.
The county doesn't know anything about running attractions. Cedar Point is the best operator in this part of the country.
Commissioner Old says bed taxes applied to all short-term rentals are the best way to make sure Erie County continues to be a destination.
We just try to explain to everybody that if you're a tourist coming to this region, you know, there's a tax to be a tourist, and it's the only thing that we can put exclusively on tourists to benefit our whole community.
In Erie County, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.